Louisiana beer reviews, Rally Cap, Pinch Hitter Pills, Keller Pills beer, 5% alcohol. This is from Rally Cap Brewing in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Pinch Hitter Pills is a pale Keller beer brewed with Pilsner malt and Aramis hops. There are 73 check-ins on Untappd, and it gets a 73 average at this time, interestingly. This company was founded way back in 2017. I'd like to visit them. It's not too far away, really. There's no date on the can, guys. So I would say, put the damn date! And it's got an adhesive paper label on a clear cylindrical aluminum can. This is the first video review for this beer in the world. Small batch, that's for sure. Rate Beer doesn't have it listed. Untappd doesn't have it listed. I'm sorry. Untappd does. 73 check-ins. Rate Beer has no listing, and Beer Advocate has no listing. I apologize. Sorry. So these Kellerbiers, Zwickel beers, they're unfiltered. And as you can see, it's opaque. Now with the bright sun, it's partly cloudy, but it's translucent. Some light shines through, but it's like apricot juice, you see. And that's the rage today with IPAs, or I guess that rage is fading, but the opaque beers, even cloudier than this. Fairly thick white head. But these Kellerbiers have been around for a long time, centuries. I'm not saying they were really popular and they were ever the rage, but it's an old German style. Now seen in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, East Baton Rouge, Louisiana, one of the Florida parishes. Meaning it used to belong to Florida. True story. Florida used to stretch to the Mississippi River. A lot of people don't realize that. Now West Baton Rouge Parish was never part of Florida. It was always part of Louisiana. Really rich, biscuity barley malt. It's like a can of expensive bread. I'm serious. And the can was $2.99 plus tax at Matern, so $3.28 after tax. Smells great. Let's go with the taste. So they say it's a Pilsner, but it's a Kellerbier Pilsner. All right. Unfiltered, unpasteurized. Pretty bitter. Must be around 37 IBUs. 35, 37. The mouthfeel, well, it's like granulated cereal refuse at the bottom of the cereal bowl. With the old people cereal. There's no sugar sweetness in it. High medium body, mostly dry finish, say 80-20, 80% dry, 20% sweet. Now on the sweetness scale, let's see, 2 out of 5 sugar cubes, hop cones, 3 out of 3.5. Three and a half out of 5 hop cones. Maybe it's 3. I'm seeing 3.5. I mean, you know, you say, well, I don't want to pay craft beer prices for a Keller beer. Well, I mean, you're always going to pay craft beer prices for a Keller beer because that's all they've got. I mean, what mass-produced Keller beers do they have on the market? I'm not aware of any. There may be some, maybe in Dusseldorf or Hamburg or Cologne or Salzburg, but or Luxembourg. But around here, nah, you're gonna pay at least $2.99 a pint, or if you're lucky, and you probably won't be, up 500 milliliter can, 16.9 ounces, but you're going to pay. And sometimes it'll pay off. They're not going to always be good because sometimes you can't find them fresh. This one doesn't have a date, guys. I know I mentioned that earlier. But some of these ones from Germany, they'll have a date, but you can't decipher it. And those stores will leave them on the shelves seemingly forever. And I had one time, one made me ill. I came back up 3 hours later. That was a bad experience. That beer was rancid. From Klostenberg. And I know those people make good beers. This is great. It's a little heavy, you know, in the body to drink it all the time. Although I'm saying that, and what I got in the fridge, I got, as my standby beer, I've got the 6.2% alcohol Simpler Times Lager, which is probably as heavy as this. A craft beer lager, and it's got a pretty you know, chewy mouthfeel and chewy flavor, and like this one does. So it's I have a standby beer that's not really a standby beer, but it was $6.99 a 12-pack. There is a little bit of a lemony quality, the Pilsner type thing. Now, Pilsner malt, okay, I understand it. Now, Aramis hops. I don't know what Aramis hops are going to do, but I'm describing what they're doing here in my experience. So, you may as well say summer's here in Louisiana in early May because it's we've been hitting the high 80s, high humidity, we almost to the 90s, so it's going to be like that. I don't see any, there might be a front come through, but it'll be a dry front, just be dry air, it won't be more cool. It's going to be like this, I'm thinking around late October, October 23rd, 25th. It's usually when you start, every now and then in September you'll get some cold fronts through where you can turn the air conditioner off, have the windows open, get a fresh breeze in the house, but not too often. Yeah, I see a little bit of tan chunks in there, unfiltered. So yeah, 95 out of 100, 9.5 out of 10. This beer is a most excellent beer. Boy, I really need to visit Rally Cap Brewing. Everything I've had hasn't been terrific, but mostly it's been really nice. And then I could go to Tin Roof. Yeah. I'm trying to think about this Texas trip. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to modify it. I'd like to go to the desert. Been there before. We'll see. I'm trying to figure it out because there's a lot of brew pubs and breweries I like to check out too, though, to tell you the truth. So anyway, Les Le Bon Temps Relais. Of course, you don't want to visit a lot of brew pubs on a driving trip, you know. That's a problem. So Les Le Bon Temps Relais, a great product, most excellent, 95 out of 100. And I'm going to end this by saying, if you go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, visit the Rally Cap Brewery.